Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Red Sun Superman. This is Superman based off an Elseworlds story, and it's sort of a what-if Superman landed in Russia instead of America. He's kind of working for the Russian government, the Soviet Union. It's completely different. So let's check out the packaging here. As you can see at the top, 22 moving parts. The Spawn logo, McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse Superman. Here he is in the package. He's got two alternate hands. He's got a collector's card and a display stand in the background. He's got the Soviet hammer instead of the Superman S. Superman, Red Sun, Superman. At the bottom, a bunch of credits, and there's a barcode in case that helps anybody. On the back, here he is, Soviet logo, Superman, Red Sun, and here are a bunch of other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures you should check out. So no further ado, let's open them up. And I got this figure at Target today with the majority of the rest of the wave. They didn't have any Death Metal Batman. They had 3 Drowned, 1 Red Sun Superman, and 2 Damian Wayne Robin. That's a total of 6 figures. I assume the case comes in 6. If it was 8, maybe somebody grabbed the other 2 Death Metal Batman. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He does come with a collector's card, a flight stand, and 2 alternate hands, totaling 4 interchangeable hands. But before we look at the accessories, let's check out the actual figure. So here's Superman, or Clark Kent, as he is from the Elseworlds story, Red Sun. This is a story, basically a what-if story, if Superman landed in Russia instead of the USA. Kind of assisted the Russian government, etc. The whole nother upbringing. So looking at his head here, it doesn't have the traditional curl. It still has sort of a flip at the top there. The head looks good. I've seen a lot of people say this head kind of looks like a Bruce Wayne head, and you could probably make a pretty cool unmasked Batman out of this. Going further down, I believe the body to be the Action Comics number 1000 Superman body. He's got this Russian symbol with the hammer and sickle on his chest here. Going further down, he does have single jointed elbows, double jointed knees. One thing I want to point out, his wrist is painted in flesh color, which is an improvement over the Action Comics 1000, where they painted his wrist in that blue color, although it should be flesh colored. The dark suit looks good, reminds me of the Man of Steel colors. His cape looks pretty good as well. It's not going to one side, it's just down the middle. Overall, Superman looks good. Black trunks, dark blue suit, red cape. Pretty nice Red Sun Superman. He does have some sculpted boots that are just painted over. Don't really like the way that looks. And then, here's the figure broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's check out his accessories, and let's start off with his display stand. His flight stand comes in 2 separate pieces. Once you connect them, this is what you have. The base is a clear, transparent circle, says DC, has a peg for the peg holes in their feet. Then it's got this post up here at the top. It is hinged, and it has a clamp that can open up and hold your figure in different flight poses. Here's Superman, attached to the flight stand, flying through the skies of Russia. Now let's check out his collector's card. This is a replica of the cover of Superman Red Sun number 1 from 2003. And just so happens I have this graphic novel right here. This graphic novel collects Superman Red Sun issues 1 through 3. And here's this Superman posed up in front of his book. Now let's check out his hands. He's got a total of 4 of them. Here he is with his first pair of hands. His right hand is a semi-open gripping hand, and his left hand is a fist. And here he is with his other pair of hands. These are a couple of mostly flat flying hands. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out his height. From bottom to top, he's sitting at about 7.1 inches tall, which you can translate to about 18 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, of course, it can rotate from side to side. He can look up and down about that far, which is pretty nice. He can't tilt his head from side to side to give him a nice amount of personality there. Shoulders on a ball joint can go out more than 90 degrees, up, down, around, all that good stuff. There is a butterfly joint between the shoulder and chest, just giving him an increased range of motion in his shoulders. He's got a bicep cut below that, single jointed elbows below that. His wrist is a ball in there. It can rotate, and it's hinged as well. He's got a ball joint in the middle of his torso, can rotate around, can also go forward and back. He's got another ball joint in his waist. It can also rotate around and go forward and back, giving him a very nice range of motion in his torso. Legs go out about this far, not a ball joint, but a similar type concept. Then go forward about that much and back just a little bit. Not really much rotation at the thigh. Double jointed knees go back about that far. And his ankle, it's got a ball. It can go up and down. It can rotate. Can't really get it to tilt and rock too much. If you did change the way the ball joint is, you could tilt it to your heart's desire. And there's toe articulation. Now let's check out its reuse. I was curious if this guy was going to use the Action Comics 1000 body or the Infected Superman body, which is a little bit superior. He definitely uses the Action Comics Superman body. The only differences are going to be his head, his cape, and then the emblem on his chest. So let's check it out. Obviously their heads are completely different. Truth, Justice the American way. Truth, Justice the Russian way. On their chests here, same shape, but completely different symbol. We got the S for Superman, and then we got the hammer and sickle, like the Soviet Union. Going further down, obviously their suits are colored completely differently. Their arms and hands are the same. They even came with the same alternate hands. The belt is even the same, painted differently. The torso, completely the same. Legs, totally the same. The boots, the way it's sculpted, totally the same, and that is comic accurate on this Superman. It was drawn just like that in the book. And on the back, they definitely have different capes. And here's both the American Superman and the Russian Superman flying through the skies. The multiverse has collided, and they're about to do battle. Here they are, getting ready to do combat. You do not want to get in the middle of these guys. Now let's check them out. Next to some other action figures. Starting off with some other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here he is, next to the rest of his wave. When I went to Target, they didn't have the Death Metal Batman. He's also part of this assortment. Here he is, next to all the different Superman figures McFarlane has made in their Multiverse line so far. We do know we're getting an upcoming Death Metal Superman, and there's also a rumored Superman and Devastator 2-pack, and a Snyder Cut Superman. And here he is, with my entire McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. So far, I have a total of 51 figures and 2 vehicles, if you count all the different variants, and I'm not even fully caught up. Now let's check them out, next to some Russian DC figures that I have. On the left, we've got a Mezco KG Beast, and on the right, we've got a custom KG Beast and NVK Demon in the DC Universe Classic style. And here he is with Mr. Hammer and Mr. Sickle from Arkham City, the Abramovich twins. And now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. I'll try to include as many Superman figures as possible during these comparisons. Here he is, next to some of his McFarlane Toys brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale. And here he is, with some DST, or Diamond Select Toys. Then, with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles Superman figures. And here he is, with some NECA figures. Then, with some Mattel wrestling figures. And here he is, next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Then, next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse Superman figures. And here, with some Mafex figures. Then, next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is, next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. And finally, here he is, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, this is a pretty nice figure. I like the comic Superman Red Sun. I haven't seen the animated film myself, although I hear it's pretty decent. This guy's head sculpt is very nice. I like the darker paint applications, really contrasts nice with the Action Comics Superman in his bright colors. I personally am fond of the Action Comics Superman. I like the body. Articulation could be a little bit better. It really did need double jointed elbows, but besides that, I'm pretty pleased with it. Overall, if I were to rate this figure, I'd give him a good 7 out of 10. He's a very nice figure, but I understand some people are going to pass on this because they simply don't need a Russian Superman. He's a really cool figure based off cool source material. It's a nice one-off, but it won't fit into a lot of people's action figure world building or universe. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure videos from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.